Good morning, everybody. I hope this video today finds you all doing okay. We're going to start with the core practice. So I want you to find a spot where you can sit comfortably. Maybe put your hands in your lap, close your eyes, and take deep breaths. Good job. Today I'm grateful that I get to go into our classroom. I get a few minutes to go in and grab things that I think I'm going to need to help you out with our at-home learning. And I'm going to make sure to grab my chime because I need to give these back to Evan, and the other chime just works a whole lot better. So I am grateful that I get to spend a few minutes at our classroom today, grabbing some books and grabbing some activities and things for us to do. So that's what I'm grateful for today. All right, we're going to finish out this chapter. Ramona is at Daisy's house. She was very excited to be able to have a play date there. She even rode a different bus to get there. Some of you might have ridden a different bus when we rode a bus to Willy Wonka. How exciting that was. Some of you had never ridden a bus before, so it's always exciting to do new things. She had just met Daisy's cat, Claude. Ramona stroked Claude's fur. He was such a nice, comfortable cat, unlike Picky Picky, the cat the Quimbys had once had. Daisy returned him to his patch of sunshine before she led the way to the kitchen, where she found juice bars in the refrigerator. Another good sign, Ramona thought. Susan's mother provided apples or a glass of milk and graham crackers for an after-school snack. While the girls were busy licking their juice bars, Daisy's brother came in the back door, dropped his book bag on the floor, and said, "Hi, fence face," to Daisy as he opened the refrigerator. "And you must be the Ramona we've heard too much about." He began to throw together a sandwich. "That's my brother, Jeremy," said Daisy. "He thinks he's a genius because he's in high school." "Jeremy," corrected the brother to Ramona and added, "tinsel teeth," to his sister. With that, he took his sloppy sandwich and a dill pickle into the living room, where he turned on the TV to a sports channel. Daisy made a face. "I wanted to watch Big Hospital. That's my favorite program." "Mine too," said Ramona. Sharing a favorite made her feel closer to Daisy. When the girls had finished their juice bars, Daisy said, "Come on, let's vacuum Claude. He loves to be vacuumed." Jeremy, who had picked up the cat, was sitting on the couch with his feet on the coffee table. Mrs. Kidd, busy unpacking dishes, did not seem to mind. Daisy seized the vacuum cleaner and pulled it toward Claude, who jumped off Jeremy's lap as if he expected it. "Here, you do it," Daisy said, and thrust the vacuum cleaner hose at Ramona as she turned on the vacuum cleaner. "He likes the upholstery attachments. I guess you could say he is upholstered in fur." Claude did not run as Ramona expected, but stood bracing himself with his chin raised as if he was enjoying the feel of the attachment Ramona was running down his back. "Some cat," said Ramona. "Here, let me have a turn," said Daisy, taking the vacuum cleaner from Ramona. Claude rolled over on his back to allow her to vacuum his soft underneath fur. Ramona was amazed. Picky Picky would have never stood for such a thing. She said so. "Claude is a smart cat," Daisy explained. "He knows we won't have to scratch fleas if we run the vacuum cleaner over him." When she finished, Claude went back to his patch of sunshine. The girls entertained themselves by popping bubbles in the bubble wrap, while Mrs. Kidd carried cartons to the basement. Muttley went to the door and whimpered. Jeremy picked up a leash by the front door and took his dog outside. "Quick," directed Daisy, "before he gets back." She seized the remote control and switched the television from the sports channel to Big Hospital. There the girls are, enjoying their popsicles and watching TV. Pretend we've been watching it all along. The girls settled themselves on the couch and tried to look as if they had been there for some time. When Jeremy returned, Daisy looked up from the screen and, pretending to be surprised to see her brother, said, "Oh, Hi, Jeremy. Okay, fence face, you win, said Jeremy, and went thumping up the stairs to his room. Muttley flattened himself, his nose on his paws, in front of the TV set. When Daisy was sure the coast was clear and the girls had suppressed their giggles, she went to the fridge for a second helping of juice bars. Ramona and Daisy contentedly licked their juice bars as they watched Handsome Doctor and Blonde Nurse and a number of other people in green pajamas save the life of a little boy who'd been hit by a car while playing in the street. His weeping mother holding the ball he had been chasing, watching through a window on the swinging door. Ramona's thoughts strayed from the hospital to Daisy, her house, and her family. Everything seemed so calm and so comfortable. Even Claude and Muttley liked each other. Ramona wished she had a big brother who teased her a little bit. On the TV, not quite so handsome doctor who was secretly married to blonde nurse joined the mother to watch through the window in the swinging door. But Ramona was thinking about Daisy. Ramona had never had a girl best friend, only Howie, and now that they were in the fourth grade, they did not play together as often as they used to. Howie was always banging around with a hammer, building things. Ramona used to enjoy this too, but lately, as her mother said, she was at loose ends. She was tired of pounding nails with Howie. She wasn't bored exactly. She could always find something to do. But lately, something was missing from her life. She wished she were old enough to babysit like Jesus, who was busy every weekend. Now she knew what had been missing. A best friend. A girl best friend. Big Hospital and Ramona's thoughts were interrupted by a commercial for pills to cure aches and pains, followed by another for a spray to relieve stuffy noses. Neither girl was interested. Let's be best friends, Daisy spoke suddenly, as if she had just thought of it. That's what I was thinking, Ramona, who did not usually feel shy, reached out to pet Muttley with her foot. I've been sort of lonesome, I guess you'd call it, starting a new school, confided Daisy. I've always wanted a best friend, Ramona admitted. My neighborhood is mostly boys. They're okay, but, well, you know. I know, agreed Daisy. Boys can be pretty awful, like Danny on the playground. Ramona was silent. Yardape never did anything bad. He was just smart and lively and liked to tease. She did not want anyone, not even her best friend, to know how much she liked him. The girls watched TV in contented silence. Men in green pajamas ran down the hall, wheeling a woman groaning in pain. Her faithful dog followed. Get that dog out of here, shouted Handsome Doctor. Muttley looked up, startled, saw he wasn't threatened, and laid his nose on his paws again. Ramona and Daisy smothered their giggles over Muttley's confusion. A spicy fragrance came from the kitchen. Ramona hoped it meant they would have lasagna for dinner. Lasagna would make her day perfect. She couldn't wait to tell her family all about it. Her thoughts drifted to what she would say. Daisy's mother lets her have juice bars after school. Daisy has a big brother who calls her fence face. Daisy vacuums the cat. Now Beezus wasn't the only one with a best friend to talk about. Ramona hoped she could be Daisy's best friend forever. And that's the end of the chapter. So tomorrow we'll start chapter 4. It's called The Invitation. I wonder what is an invitation for. Maybe you can do some predicting and see if you can guess what that invitation's all about. So I hope that you have a good rest of your day and you're all doing well, and I'll see you tomorrow.